Hello, thanks for tuning in. My name is Ilaria Yoadibi, or for short, you can call me Ilari. I'm a cloud native engineer, all right, and I help global companies become cloud native. I'm also co-organizer of Kubernetes Community Days Africa, where I'm championing the development, the growth, the adoption of cloud native all over Africa. I created Get Going with Kubernetes, which is a free program to help people, like it says, get going with Kubernetes, to help people learn Kubernetes, learn how to, create clusters and just get going generally. Some other things about me, I'm also an OSS contributor. I created Markdown badges, which is on GitHub, has over 3,000 stars. Yeah, and I contribute to a lot of other open source projects. You can speak to me about all things cloud native, DevOps, SRE. You can follow me on Twitter where I talk about tech, opportunities, and growth. And I'm going to be, talking about the cloud. So what is the cloud? Let's look at this scenario. Say you're a developer, all right? On a bright morning, you pull out your computer, you begin to write some code, and everything looks good. All is well, And later that evening, you're tired and you decide to go to bed because, of course, you have to rest, all right? So your computer, you shut down your computer now, and the application that you were writing earlier on is no more working, all right? It's no more working because your computer is now off. Nobody can access that application. Nobody can use that application. All right. So we would say that the application is down because prior to this time, it was on your computer. It was hosted on your computer. But since you shut down your computer, it has gone down with it. But how do you solve this kind of problem? How do you ensure that your application is, always available, always online? How do you ensure that people can always connect to your application, even when you're not working on it and your computer is off and you're in bed? How do you ensure that people work with this? So typically what you would want is another computer that you would never shut down, all right, that is always online, that has enough capacity to handle connections from people all over the world generally. So that's where the cloud comes into play. The cloud is a collection of computers and storage resources, network resources, all the resources that you need for your application to run, all right, without downtimes. So you connect to that cloud environment via its APIs, all right? Typically, you would use a GUI, all right? That means you go to use your web browser, you connect to a website, all right, that has all of these cloud resources underneath. So you would click on things and you would select servers, you select computers, you select storage, you select network, and you would do all of those configurations. But you're doing that via an API, all right? You're connecting from your laptop. So you take your application and you deploy it to that cloud environment. Now, because the computers and the storage resource and the network resource, they're always available. Now you can go to bed, without thinking about it, without thinking twice. You'll be sure that your application is running on these computers and people can always access them. So that's what the cloud looks like. That's what the cloud is. So thank you for listening.